Have you ever felt like a tool? A useful object that people only look for when they need something fixed? Do you find yourself canceling your own plans, losing your own sleep, just to solve a problem for someone who will forget you tomorrow? If you enjoy stories that make you think, don't forget to subscribe and join our community. If you answered yes, then this story is for you, because the world will keep taking pieces of you until you finally learn to say no. Once, in a small, busy town named Willow Creek, there lived a man named Liam. Liam was a watchmaker, but he was known for more than that. He was the man who could fix anything. If a neighbor's chair broke, they didn't go to the carpenter. They went to Liam. "It will only take you a minute," they'd say. If someone felt lonely, they would sit in Liam's shop for hours, telling him their problems, while Liam's own work waited. Liam never said no. He believed that being available made him a good person, and in a way it did. But a shadow was growing in Liam's life. His kindness was becoming a cage. His own shop was a mess. Tools were scattered. Unpaid bills were hidden under piles of other people's broken things. And in the back of the shop, covered in a dusty sheet, was his masterpiece, a beautiful, complex clock he dreamed of building for the town square. He hadn't touched it in months. He was always too busy rewinding someone else's life to start his own. Every evening he would lock his shop, exhausted. He wasn't tired from his craft. He was tired from the endless needs of others. In the same town lived an old painter named Samuel. Samuel lived quietly and rarely spoke, but he saw everything. He would sometimes see Liam running across the square to fix a merchant's sign, while Liam's own shop door hung on a broken hinge. Samuel would just shake his head softly. One spring, the town announced a big Founders' Day festival. A wealthy merchant, Mr. Harrison, wanted to be the star of the event. Harrison went to Liam's shop. "Liam, my friend," he said, smiling, "I have a collection of old broken clocks, a true treasure. If you can repair all of them before Founders' Day," Harrison continued, "I will be so grateful I will surely convince the town council to feature your work." Liam's heart jumped. This was his chance. If he did this, they would surely let him build his masterpiece clock for the town square. So Liam agreed. For 3 weeks, he did nothing else. He slept in his shop. He ignored his paying customers. He poured all his energy into Mr. Harrison's clocks. He finished the night before the festival. He was so tired he could barely stand, but he felt proud. On Founders' Day, the town square was full. Mr. Harrison stood on the stage. "Thank you all," he announced. "To celebrate this day, I have donated a magnificent new clock for our town." A curtain was pulled, but it wasn't Liam's clock. It was a new, shiny clock imported from the city. Mr. Harrison then pointed to Liam in the crowd. "And I must thank young Liam, who so kindly fixed my personal collection. A good, helpful boy." The crowd clapped politely. They had forgotten Liam's dream of building the real town clock. He had just been a helper, a tool. Liam stood there, invisible. His masterpiece was still under a sheet. His 3 weeks were gone. He felt completely empty. That evening, Liam walked to the edge of town, to the small cottage where the painter Samuel lived. Samuel was in his garden, looking at a large blank canvas. "Samuel," Liam said, his voice quiet, "I don't understand. I give everyone my time. I help everyone. Why do I feel so broken?" Samuel looked at Liam, then at the blank canvas. "Liam," he said, "look at this canvas. It is clean. It is pure. It is waiting for my painting. Now, what would happen if I let every person who walked by add their own color? One person adds blue, another red, another black." Liam thought for a moment. "It would become a brown, muddy mess," he said. "Exactly," Samuel said. "Your time, Liam, is your canvas. You are letting everyone in town paint on it. You are so busy letting them make mud. You have no space left for your own masterpiece." Samuel went inside and brought out a small, empty hourglass. "For the next week," he said, "this hourglass is your only master." When someone asks for your time, ask yourself, does this help my painting? If the answer is no, you must say, I cannot. I must attend to my own work. The next day felt strange. Mr. Harrison came to the shop. Liam, one of those clocks you fixed has stopped. Come at once. Liam looked at the dusty sheet in the back of his shop. He looked at the hourglass. His hands were shaking. He took a deep breath. I am sorry, Mr. Harrison, Liam said. I must attend to my own work today. I can look at it next week during my business hours. Harrison's face turned red. You're saying no? To me? You'll regret this. He stormed out. Liam felt a terrible wave of guilt. But then he walked to the back of the shop. He pulled the dusty sheet off his masterpiece clock, and he began to work. For the first time in years, the sound in his shop was not other people's problems. It was the sound of his own creation. Later, a friend came by. Liam, I'm moving a heavy cabinet. I need your help right now. Liam looked at the complex gears in his hand. I cannot, he said, firmly but kindly. Not today. His friend was confused. But you always help. Liam replied, I know, but today I must help myself. Weeks passed. The new Liam was different. He worked on his own clock every morning. He set specific hours in the afternoon for customer repairs. People were confused at first. Some got angry. But soon, something amazing happened. They began to respect him. They saw he was not just a helper, he was a master craftsman. They started paying him properly. They stopped asking for favors and started booking appointments. His shop became clean. His smile returned. His masterpiece was almost finished. He wasn't the man who did everything for everyone. He was the man who valued his own time. One evening, Samuel visited Liam's shop. He looked at the magnificent clock, which was now ticking perfectly. A beautiful painting, Liam, he said. Liam smiled. No, Samuel, it's not a painting. But I finally protected my canvas. Samuel nodded, his eyes wise. When you value your time, the world begins to value you. You finally said yes to yourself. So, my friend, are you like Liam? Is your canvas covered in mud? Are you building everyone else's dreams while your own masterpiece gathers dust? Remember this. You are not a bad person for saying no. You are a wise person for protecting your time. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot build a beautiful life if you let everyone else hold the tools. Protect your canvas. Protect your time. That is the first step to true self-respect. And if this story gave you a moment of clarity, subscribe and join us for more stories that help you build a better life.